Hi guys, I just wanted to share my experience with you guys from navigating my Salesforce career journey from zero to hero. Um, as we are doing, I'm presenting in Pakistan Dreaming. I just want to understand if everyone is comfortable in Urdu or I should continue in English. I would prefer to speak in Urdu if everybody is okay.
I think everyone is okay with Urdu.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So and I want to make this a bit interactive session. If you guys want to ask questions, it's your time to ask questions, and let me know if you feel otherwise. But yeah, I'll try to make it a bit more interactive. In the middle, you can ask me questions. Don't have to wait. So I move to the next slide. Basically, as मैंने भी पाकिस्तान से ही पढ़ा. उसके बाद मैं बीबीए किया है हमदर्द यूनिवर्सिटी से. एंड आई एम जस्ट शेयरिंग माय ये शेयर इसलिए करना चाहता हूँ कि मेरा वर्क एक्सपीरियंस अस्करी बैंक पाकिस्तान सिटी बैंक एएनजी एक्सिस से शुरू हुआ. एंड देन आई I moved to Salesforce. I was a banker previously, hardcore banker in Pakistan, and then I moved to IT and I have moved to Salesforce basically. Um, the journey was not easy, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys how I have moved it. So for the first challenge was to change the field from banking to IT and Salesforce. That was the first challenge. So मैंने इसको बिल्कुल इस तरह से लिया. I had good friends who made it possible for me. They taught me and they did discuss, and we used to discuss things. We used to discuss epics, but the only point was that I was focused and I was very, very into it that I want to make it happen for myself. And again, it is a very, very career worthy inspiration that I have went to. The first thing was interview preparation. To crack my first job or first role, I almost gave 2,000 to 2,000 applications, and almost roughly I remember I've given 120 or 100 interviews to crack the first role. So it's not easy, but you do get it in the end because you keep on doing that interview preparation with an interview with the interviewer, so you get yourself prepared and the questions does start getting repeated in that environment. Any questions up till now? No. Should I continue? The third point important is that networking in Salesforce ecosystem is very important. I think the more you network in the Salesforce ecosystem, the more people will know you, the more people will understand with what you are doing, and be there, be seen. Don't think that you know everything. Be eager to learn. Don't think you are too big in your own head and you have learned everything. No, the technology is changing, so you need to keep updating yourself. Think out of the box and make LinkedIn posts, reach out to recruiters, give your CV to people and to your friends to in your family circle so that they can introduce you in their organizations, and reach out to recruiter as much as possible to introduce yourself as a Salesforce administrator, as a Salesforce person. Yeah. Um, this is a brief snapshot about what I have done and what currently I'm doing. I'm working as a senior manager and I'm leading a delivery team of sales. I'm doing delivery of Salesforce solution, enhancing customer engagement. Now I have 15 years of experience across various industries, and I just hold three certifications. And I have managed a team up to 20 developers and implemented work in Agile and DevOps as well. I'm continuously learning and updating myself to follow the latest trends and advancements. Yeah, so this is just a journey map that I've created on my Salesforce journey. I started as a Salesforce administrator. at Acquire Learning in Australia. Then I went to Myer. It's a very large Australian retailer, and I worked as a Salesforce technical lead product owner over there for almost 3.5 years. Then I went to Australian Unity, was Salesforce platform lead, and currently I'm working as head of Salesforce at Police and Nurses Bank. This is just a brief that I've presented at Salesforce World Tour Sydney, Salesforce Essentials, and then I have been 2 times Sales Dreamforce speaker. Presented at COBA and doing some customer reference 5 global roundtable conferences as well. Any questions from anyone at this point? These are some of the projects that I have worked on currently, and one of them was Acquire Learning, as I have mentioned. It was Sales and Service Cloud implementation, uh, out of the box and a bit custom. We implemented higher education at that time. Higher education module was not there, so we implemented higher education, and it was a call center environment. Myer Australia, it was a community cloud implementation, and we were doing loyalty application on Salesforce, and there's a Myer one app, so we did points calculation. It was used as a point calculation engine. Then I moved to Australian Unity, and we did Sales Service, Experience Cloud, Genesis Cloud, and Health Cloud as well. Built 2 customer community portals from scratch. Did 2 greenfield implementations. Um, yeah, grew the team from 2 Salesforce developer to 20 Salesforce developers. Um, and then I'm currently working at PNN Bank. It's a very heavy used Salesforce suite, and we are using Financial Services Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Intelligence, Data Cloud, and MuleSoft. Yeah, that's pretty much it from my side. So I would like you guys to ask me questions if there are any. Do you guys have any questions? I think it's a good time that you guys ask me. Sorry, I can't see any. I'm not sure. Deepak, good afternoon. I need your help. I have joined Salesforce. I'm joining Pakistan for the first time. I'm just preparing for Salesforce admin certification, which I need certification also. I will get job soon. Okay.
Sorry, we were facing some technical issues. We wanted to let you know that we're good to go and that you may continue.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. So should I continue again? Sorry.
No, that's fine. We could hear you, but we couldn't, unmute the mic. So that was
Okay. So do you guys have any questions for me?
Does anyone have any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, we have one question.
Sure.
Do I need to go a couple more things? Okay. All right.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Okay, please be a bit loud.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So you mentioned that you transitioned to tech and you had to apply to 2,000 jobs. Is that right?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So can you tell us what was the factors that, well, first, why did you think that you wanted to switch into tech? What sort of what motivated you or inspired you to do that? And then secondly, how did you not get discouraged as you applied to those many positions?
That's a good question. And there are moments where when you feel that you are going on the wrong track and you are not successful, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. The biggest motivation for me was when I migrated to another country, and being from a financial background, I did got a job and I got redundant. Yeah, being very honest with you, after I think 6 or 7 months, I got redundant. And coming from Pakistan, you never heard that, right? In Pakistan, anyone has got redundant. I didn't. I kept on working at one place for at least 8 to 9 years. Yeah, so it was a big shock. And then, because IT is very good, has good salary brackets, and is very rewarding, and that's how I was introduced to Salesforce, if it makes sense. Yeah. Does it answer your question? Sorry.
You can ask now.
Okay. Can you also answer about the 2,000 applications?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what kept you going, and how long did it take you to get that job?
Okay. So it almost took me around 13 months, I would say, to get a role. And I kept on applying, and the only motivation I had was that I was getting interview calls. Yeah. So every other interview was for me a preparation for the next interview. So I never got discouraged that, I'm getting rejected. I was happy to go and take a no in that interview because I was mentally prepared. Yeah, that I may not break it, but if I does, it's a success. So I was already mentally prepared that I'm going to get a no because I do not have any experience in the field. And the only thing I used to say in my interview was that I'm eager to learn and give me a chance. Then I'll prove it to you. So I started on my first role, and even though that I did the interview at Acquire Learning, it was back in 2014. I did the interview and I was coming out, and I was pretty sure I will not get the role because that was happening right for last 13 months. So I got the call and they said that. The salaries was a bit low than the average market, and I said yes, that's okay. When can I start? And they said, can you start from tomorrow? I said I can start now if you want. And then in 6 months time my salary got doubled. I got a chance to go to Dreamforce in my first role, and I flew business class all the way from Melbourne to San Francisco. So yeah, that was a dream come true. And then I never stopped after that. It always kept on growing, and it always kept on being very rewarding. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hi, Ahmed. This is Bilal. I have just another quick question for you. So you said that you have been in a role of technical product owner. So
Yeah.
would you want to share some more details around how well versed were you already in the ecosystem when you were in that role? What were the struggles that you faced in that role, and what have you leveraged that helped you deliver in that role and eventually helped in where you are today?
Good question, Bilal. Okay, so I would like to connect dots here, right? So when I said I came from a financial background, so basically I was a consumer of, I was an end user, right? I was not a technical guy, first thing, right? So it was very easy being a technical product owner for me to translate human language, yeah, to the stakeholders. The basically when we talk technical, right, the stakeholders do not want to hear technical, they just want to hear what they can understand. So that is a very big criteria in making your audience happy, that okay, we have heard you, my team is working on it, and this is what the output would be. So it was very good to have that blend of experience that I had from my background, that I knew that if I'm going to go very technical with my stakeholders, they're not going to understand what I'm saying. So I need to go 2 levels down and make them understand on the level they want to. So that was one key criteria. The second criteria was, yes, there were many applications, legacy applications that were there, and it was once you have once you have that learning hat on, trust me, you can understand everything. I was in a retail store, so banking and retail works together. So I did had an experience working on ATM machines. So it blended with POS experience, how the POS transaction goes from one end to another end. I could make that out, what codes were used. Now I was able to see how, when you tap your card, where the transaction goes, how the transaction realizes, and how the company gets the credit, right? So it was end to end, and I have worked back in the bank as well, right? Where actually in your account the money comes in. So it was really rewarding to see the end to end journey, and when you connect the dots and you explain it to your stakeholders as a technical product owner, they really have that lens and they understand you.
Any other question? No more question from the audience.
Okay, thank you. If there's no questions, then thank you guys, and it was nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ahmed.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.